There are a lot of theories about how to be an effective leader today. And what we're going to be helping you understand through your I Map My Leadership Style report is how you can be more effective. And guess what? There isn't an ideal profile or an ideal picture that we can look at and say, oh, that person's going to be a great leader. But great leaders are ones that learn how to adapt and adjust to two things: to the business drivers that demand a certain level of performance. And so sometimes we need to adapt and adjust our styles to what those business drivers are. Then the second thing is you have to adapt to the people. Because guess what leadership is all about? It's about getting people to follow. So that tricky balance is often difficult to find. How do you deliver the business that you're expected to, as well as lead the people in a way that they're going to follow the direction that you would like them to? So your I Map My Leadership Style report, what this is going to help you look at is, first of all, what do you think is the most important thing for you to be doing, or what are you passionate about as a leader? What kind of goals and objectives do you set? Do you prefer to be spending your time in tactical kinds of things where you're very operational? Or is it that you like to spend your time on strategy? There are some leaders that are really the outgoing type that really like selling and influencing, so that's a hallmark of their leadership characteristic. Where our others are very much into metrics and how you analyze. So the first part of your I Map My Leadership Style report is going to give you a description of what you get passionate about as a leader and the most fun part for you. And if this could be what you spend all your time doing, then your leadership role would give you great energy. So that's where we begin. And then we look at your strengths as a leader. What comes easy to you? Are you a good decision maker where you make them very, very quickly? And is speed your strength? Or perhaps instead of speed, what you're really good at doing is giving the organization aim, so that as we go rapidly towards a goal, we don't go the wrong direction. There are some people also whose leadership style is very flexible and they're good at thinking on their feet and reacting and responding in the moment. And some are the opposite of that, which is the ability to put a great game plan together that drives long-term performance. So once you know what aspect of leadership is really important to you, then you can look at your strengths that you bring to the leadership environment. Then we moved in understanding of the support that you're going to need in order to be effective. Do you need that high pressure environment because that turns you into the diamond? It allows you to be effective. Or do you need time to reflect and think in order to make sure that you're moving correctly? Do relationships matter to you that make you feel important and valuable to the organization? Or are you the kind of person that needs to know you're in charge and then you're great at flexibly managing to a particular end goal or target? Or are you the kind of leader that you want an agenda, something that drives in great detail, a system or a process that supports how you're going to be effective? So that becomes critical, because if we don't understand that part, then as leaders we run the risk that we end up ineffective because we end up using reactive behaviors, and the reaction is against the fact that we don't have the support that we're looking for. So we could end up pushing the pace really fast, and so we end up finding the cliff faster. Or we could end up becoming demotivated ourselves and finding it difficult to get going. Or we can introduce chaos into the organization because we are constantly jumping from one thing to another. Or other people become more rigid, and it's hard for them to get going and do anything different because they want to go back to what they know. If we end up in those behaviors, it's harder to be successful. So it's important to use them and to recognize when they start happening, to know that we might be compromising our success as a leader if that's what happens. So use your I Map My Leadership report to get some insights about what you're passionate about, what your strengths are, the support that you need from the organization that you're the leader in, and then the signals that suggest you might be off track. And when you put that all together, you can begin to make choices about how you can drive to success faster and with greater efficiency. And also bring those people along with you so that they follow the direction that you're leading them in. I wish you well.